Good day, everyone. So, I just want to remind everybody that we are now in Chapter 7, Unit 7.6, which is all about problems involving circular functions. Okay? So, for this session po, for this section, we will talk about or discuss the circular functions, particularly with the concept of arc length of a circle, okay, linear and angular speed as well, and also area of a sector and its applications. Okay, so later we will know certain applications po for arc length of a circle, linear and angular speed, and also area of a sector. Okay, so let's proceed first for the arc length of a circle. So it's stated here that if you let R, okay, as for the radius of a circle O and central angle radian po, measure of a central angle O po, then the length of the circular arc S that subtends to the central angle is actually equivalent to this one. So if you're actually looking for the arc length of a circle, given po ang radius nyo and central angle represented as theta, then you just need to multiply that one for you to have the arc length of a circle. Okay, so please keep in mind that the central angle should be always converted into radians. Okay, so I've already discussed to you the conversion po on how to convert degree into radians as well as radians into degree, isn't it? So take note also that if you are radius here, which is equal to 1, as what we let right, if your r is equal to 1, then therefore we should say that your arc length is actually equivalent to the central angle that you have. Say, for example, that you have the Cartesian coordinate system there, okay, and you have there the arc length and the central angle. So that must be equal. Okay, again, let me just repeat that the radian measure of the central angle equals the arc length po. Okay po? So for you to understand more, I have here an example for the arc length of a circle. Okay, so let me read this one to you. So determine the length of an arc cut off by a central angle of 6 radians. Okay, so you have here the central angle po, which is 6 radians. So again, sabi ko po kanina na ang radians po should be, your central angle should be converted into radians. So the given is in radian form, so we don't need to convert that one. Okay, so 6 radians in a circle of radius 5 inches. So let's go back to the formula. The formula for that will be, you just need to multiply the radius, right? The radius and the central angle. The formula will be S equals R times the central angle. So the first thing to do is you have to identify the given, right? So we have here the central angle, which is 6 po, 6 radians po, and your radius will be 5. All you have to do is you have to multiply since your central angle na po is in radian in formula. So plug in only the value. So you have your R, which is 5, and your central angle will be 6. Okay, multiply that one, then that will be now the length of an arc that is being asked in this example number 1. Okay, so 5 times 6, you will be having 30 inches. Okay, so your 30 inches will be served as the length of an arc. Okay, cut off by a central angle of 6 radians in a circle of radius of 5 inches as well. Okay, so this will be the answer. In conclusion, that we should say that the arc length is 30 inches. Okay, so for the next one, let's talk about linear and angular speed. Okay, so given a particular moving at a constant speed along a circular arc of radius r, represented as r. Okay, so if S, the length of the arc po traveled in time t, okay, then the linear speed of the particular should be like this. It should be represented as this, okay? So if you're actually looking for that, okay, so you just need to divide S all over t, okay? Your speed all over your time, okay? For you to, to find the linear speed po, okay? So that will be the formula. And in addition, if your central angle naman po corresponding to the arc length S, right? Di ba, as what I stated to you earlier na equal po sila, then the angular speed represented as this, as you can see here on the screen, so that must be considered as omega of the particle po, which is actually equivalent to that. Okay, so this will be in addition na kung saan yung angular speed po is actually equivalent to the central angle all over the time you have. So if that will be the concept, we should say that we are actually, say for example, we are looking for the linear speed po, we should say na yung linear speed po, di ba we all know the formula will be S over T, right? And we all know yung S po is actually equal to R times the central angle. Okay, we're talking about arc length. Okay, so if that will be the case, and then if you're going to divide central angle into T, your central angle over T, that must be considered as the angular speed. So if you have the angular speed and you have the radius, okay, for you to find the linear speed, you just need to multiply only the angular speed and the radius, okay? In doing so, so your V equals S over T will become now R times the central angle all over T equals R quantity the central angle all over T, wherein the central angle over T as what we discussed in the previous slide, right? We have here the omega, which is central angle all over T, right? So you just need to plug in only. Okay? So that will be equal now to R times the omega, which is the angular speed you have. So you just need to multiply only the radius and the angular speed, if that will be the given, okay, for you to come up or to know the linear speed po. Okay, so that will be the concept. So for you to understand more, let's have an example. Let's have an example for linear and angular speed. So let me read this one to you. A motorcycle is traveling at 60 miles per hour. If its tire, if its tires po have radius po of 15 inches, okay, how many revolutions per second do the tires make? Okay, so we are actually looking for the revolutions, okay, per second. Okay po. So we have here the given 60 miles per hour, and we have here the radius, which is 15 inches. So all we have to do here is let us convert first muna yung mga unit po natin. So since let's say yung radius po as is na lang 15 inches and you have your 60 miles po. So let us convert 60 miles into inches po since we need to divide that one as per the formula, right? And your R should be converted into second kasi nga we are asking for the revolutions per second. For the first step, okay, so for the solution for that, so we need to convert the speed of the motorcycle in terms of revolutions per second, and note that your 1 mile, okay, always remember that 1 mile is actually equal to 63,360 inches, okay? So you have to take note of that. 1 mile is actually equal to 63,360 inches, okay? All you have to do here, so you have your 60 miles all over R, okay? 60 miles per hour po, okay? So, i-convert po natin siya into inches per second, okay? So, using this value po, this statement na 1 mile is equal to 63 and so on and so forth, so we could actually convert that one. So, dito po, i-convert muna natin yung R po. So, in 1 hour, we all know how many seconds do we have in ano po? How many seconds do we have in 1 hour po? What do you think? So that is 3,600, right? Because in 1 hour you have 60 minutes, and in 1 minute you have 60 seconds. So in 1 hour we have 3,600 seconds there, right? So we have to write this 1 hour all over 3,600 seconds. Bakit po nasa taas si R? Because we are actually, we need to attain, okay, we need to cancel out the unit itself, which is yung R's po, okay? So we have to cancel out that one. And you will be having this 1 R, times, it's stated here in the statement that in 1 mile, you have there 63,360 inches. That will be the statement, okay? So to convert that, you just need to what? To plug in that one here. Okay? So, bakit po nasa 1 mile yung denominator po natin? Because we are actually pertaining to the cancellation po, since we have here miles po. So you have your miles in your numerator and we have here in denominator. Okay, so in 1 mile, you will be having 63,360 inches. So as you can see here, we can actually cancel out the R's and two R's here. So matitira po si seconds. And also here, maka-cancel out si miles. At si miles, matitira si inches. And which is our aim, right? To convert into inches per second. So all you have to do here is you have to multiply the numerators you have here. So 60 times 1 times 63,360 po. So that is actually equal to say for example, yeah, 380,000, I mean 3,801,600, and let's divide that one into 3,600. Okay? And what will be the answer? The answer will be 1,056. Okay po, pinag-multiply lang po si 60 times ito po, 63,360 at dinivide po sa ating 3,600. The result will be 1,056 inches per second. So meron na tayong V which is in 1,056 inches per second. So we can now actually find the revolutions per second. Okay? So we just need to follow the formula, okay, for finding that. So we solve for the angular speed po, represented as omega. So your omega is actually equal to what? The central angle, okay, all over r po. Okay? Your V, that is actually equivalent to V, which is yung S over T po natin, right? Na na-compute na po natin dito. Okay, that is 1056. So we just need to plug in here in V po. We have here this V. And your R is yung given po natin na 15, right? 15 inches po. So you have there the 15 inches. And all you have to do here is you have to divide for you to have the angular speed po. So you will be having 1,056, okay, divided by 15 inches. And in result, you will be having 70.4 po. Okay, so you have your 70.4, and that must be considered now as revolutions per second. So 70.4 revolutions per second, ito po yung tinatanong. This is the thing that actually being asked in example number 2. Okay po, as you can see here po, how many revolutions per second do the tires make? The answer will be 70.4 revolutions per second. Okay, so in conclusion, we should say that the tires make 70.4 revolutions per second. Okay, so that's how are we going to compute linear and angular speeds. And for the last one, okay, that is area of a sector, okay, of a circle po. Say for example, we have here the Cartesian coordinate system and you have here the hypotenuse po. And say for example, you want to form there a Pythagorean po. Okay? Wherein meron tayo dong arc length. So yung area po na yon, yung triangle na po na yon, that must be served as the area of a sector po. Okay? So ano po ba yung area of a sector? What will be the formula? So the area of a sector of a circle of radius r, represented as r, bounded by a central angle and an intercepted arc po. Okay, so for you to find the area of that, you just need to what? Multiply the square of your radius to the central angle you have, okay, and times it into 1/2. Okay, if you are looking for the area. I want you to stick with this formula po. If you are finding for the area of a sector, ito po, your A, that is actually equal to 1/2 times r squared, then the central angle. Again, let me just remind you that central angle, the value po or the unit po ng central angle always po should be converted into radians. So if you have degrees, okay po, you have to convert that one into radians po. Okay? So we have here example for you to understand about the area of a sector. So we are asked to find the area of a sector of a circle with the central angle of 120 degrees. So ang theta po natin dito will be 120 degrees. Okay? It is in degrees form po. Therefore, we have to convert that one into radian form. Okay? And we have here also the radius of the circle, which is 4p. So what will be the area of a sector? So let's just only use the formula itself. Okay, so to apply the formula for the area of a circular sector, we need to determine the central angle of the sector in radius. So we got here 120 degrees. Again, you just need to multiply pi over 180 degrees if you are converting degrees into radian. Because sabi ko nga po, yung denominator nyo po, dapat po parehas po sa kino-convert nyo po para ma-cancel out at patira po is yung radians po. Okay, so 120 times 1 pi, that is 120 pi. Okay, so 120 pi divided by 180. Okay, so yung 120 mo, 120 nyo po is actually divisible by 60 degrees po. Tama? So 120 divided by 60, that is actually equivalent to 2. That's why you have your 2 pi. At yung 180 divided by 60, that is 3. So you just need to simplify only. Just a simple simplifying ano lang po, fractions. Okay? So you will be having here 2 pi over 3 radians. So it's already in radian form. So we have here 2 pi over 3. So we're going to actually substitute that one into the given formula for the area of a sector. Okay, how to do that? Okay, to find the area of a sector, we have your formula, which is A equals 1/2 times R squared times the central angle or the theta. Okay, so we have here the radius po. Ang radius po natin is 4. You just need to plug in that one into R. So that will become 4 squared times the central angle po na nakuha natin na naka in radian in form po. That is equal to 2 pi over 3. And to to simplify that one, okay, so you just need to, you can actually use their calculator. Okay, so 2 pi over 3, okay, times 4 squared times 1 divided by 2. Okay, the answer will be 16 pi over 3. So we have here 16, right? As you can see here, we have here, what is 4 times 4? Okay, for 4 squared times 2 pi. Okay, so we have there 2 pi over 3. Then divide mo siya into 2, right? Kasi nga we have there 1/2. So we have to divide that one into 2. The resulting value po will be 16 pi over 3. Okay? So since we are actually looking for the, as you can see here, let's go back. We are looking for the area of a sector. Dapat po, let's convert that one into decimal point po. Or actually, pwede na rin po ito. Okay? So if you're going to simplify 16 pi, okay? So 16 pi, 16 times pi, okay? Direct input, pwede po yan. Okay? Divided by 3, that is actually approximately 16.76 feet square. Okay? Square feet po. So, we should say po na yung area of a sector po ng given na po ito, okay, na kung saan ang central angle mo is 120 degrees at yung radius nyo po is 4 feet. Therefore, the answer, the conclusion will be like this. Okay? So, the radius, I mean the area of a sector po is actually 16.76 square feet. Okay? Simple as that. This will be the answer. Okay? I hope nakuha nyo po yung concept. Again, you just need to stick with the formulas po. Okay? So we have here the three concept po na diniscuss po natin ngayon. The arc length of a circle. Again, we have the formula, which is S equals R times the central angle. And for the linear and angular speeds, you have their V equals S over T, wherein yung angular speed nyo po is actually equal to the central angle over T. So if that will be the case, you can actually multiply the radius and the omega to find the linear speed you have, right? And for the last one naman po, yung area of a sector po, okay, you have there 1/2 times R squared times the central angle. You just need to follow the formula, okay? So that will be the important thing for the circular function po, problems involving circular functions po. I hope you've learned something new, especially for that three concepts, okay? So thank you for listening, everyone, and have a great day.